I've seen hundreds of people falling victims day in and day out. It has even gotten to a point that people have to move from Ghana to Nigeria. I have been tempted to be a victim of these people twice, and this caution saved me. Qnet Limited, Qnet, formerly known as the Qnet or the Gold Quest, is a Hong Kong-based multi-level marketing company owned by the QI family. That's Vijay S. Warren and Joseph Bismarck. And according to research, the business has been in existence since 1998. Now, this video is not to address the founders or the business as a whole, but rather I am directing this video to their I.R.s. That's their independent representatives. I don't know if you guys have a fair idea of the company, that's the Qnet that I'm talking about. But if you don't, this is how they operate. I mean, in the nutshell, this is how they operate. They deal with products that they have educational products, health products, luxury, travel. They have different kind of products. And what they do is either you buy a product from them and use it for your own good, or you can be part of their company or their business by becoming an I.R.s. That's, like I said, independent representatives. And now, like I said, I am directing this video to their independent representatives in Africa, to be specific, Ghana and Nigeria. Now, this is how it goes when you want to earn as an independent representative. I'm just going to give you, the surface of it. I'm not going to go into details. So, as an independent representative, first you buy the product, and your sole responsibility is that you will start referring the product to people, whether friends or family. It's more like advertising, right? And how you earn from it is that the more you refer people to purchase their products or your products, the more you earn commissions. I will come to you and I'll be like, bro, I have this product, this. And when I'm able to convince you to be part or to buy the product, it means you have become part of my team. Through me, you have buy the product. Like I said, more like advertising. That is the basis of it. And so the more I refer, the more I earn commissions. And when I refer you in the business aspect and you join, you are supposed to also build your own team, because it's more like building a team and earning from them. Like I said, once again, advertising wise. And so what these people do, these individual representatives, what they do is that the fact is, when you go and introduce it as a product to them for the average African or the ordinary Ghanaian or Nigerian to buy it and use it, they are not going to side with you because of the price of the product. But when you go to them in a business way, it's likely for them to fall for you, because at the end of the day, they know in the business way, when they buy the product, at the end of the day, they are also going to play a role and they are going to get their money back or get rich. And so these individual representatives end up deceiving people in the course of advertising the product or the business. They make it looks like Qnet is a get rich quick scheme, but it's not. Get it at the back of your mind that Qnet as a business is not a get rich quick scheme. It's a business that requires a lot of patience, time, commitment. You need to build, like I said, your success depends on people, the people that you refer. And so you can be part of it, but you can be in for years without getting nothing. So once again, get it at the back of your mind. But when these representatives come to you, because of their selfish interests or their selfish gains, they end up sugarcoating everything, baptizing all the errors, the precautions, the things that you need to put at the back of your mind. They end up sugarcoating everything for you to fall victim. And so when they come to you, they will say all sort of words to make you falling. They will picture the thing to look like it's easy, like you just purchase the thing today, tomorrow you start earning in big amount. That is how they deceive people to fall in. And so for me, getting people to join the business is not a bad idea, but how we present or how these individual representatives present the business to these people, these vulnerable average Ghanaian or Nigerians or African as a whole is where my problem lies. And so a lot of people have become, useless. A lot of people have become stranded. A lot of people are, and there is one dangerous thing that I've spotted as long as these individual representatives are concerned. Once again, I am not doing this video to the founders or the business Qnet as a whole, but rather I am addressing their individual representatives in Africa who are using the name Qnet to fraud people. There are also other people. They will organize people in the name of Qnet. Meanwhile, they don't even have any relationship between this company, and they will organize people, harbor people, take their money, and at the end of the day, give them fake products, and they will be using this money from these people to do business behind the scenes. When they see that some people are wide, because people enter and they have patience to wait. But when they wait and wait, they become fed up and they begin to use violent ways to get their money back. And so this, profit that they gain as a result of using their money to do a backdoor business, they use some of this money to compensate or to cool down those who will be wild, or those who will try to cause problems. And one thing, day in and day out, they will be showing you guys videos and pictures of people who have made it through this Qnet business. And of course, when you do a research about this kind of, some of their videos, you will realize that that is the case. But once again, it is not. They are just using it as a tool. And so day in and day out, they will try to convince you, they will try to motivate you. So, it is built in sessions. When you enter, they have, managers, coming down to the last, victim. And like I was saying, they don't give you the general view, the insights of the business and the nature of it first. Once you enter and you get to know the realities, you become frustrated, right? Yeah, because once you agree to enter, you may have to move from where you are to the destination, where the business is going on. Because at the end of the day, this individual representative high horse or buildings or structures that they use to train their people. And so once you accept to join, you may have to move from when you are in Accra and the business is in Kumasi, you have to move to there. When you are in Ghana and the business is in Nigeria, you have to move. Of course, there are certain things like that. So once you move first, and these are the things that they fail to let you guys know, or what they fail to let those they refer know before bringing them on board. And so once you move from where you are to the destination, where this business is going on, that's one factor. Because you may have to stay. It's more like a boarding house. So you may have to stay for day-to-day tips. Yeah, let me put it in that way. Because you may have to learn on the job. But before, they won't let you know the details. When they are coming in, all their focus is to convince you to purchase the product first before they let you know the realities. And after you enter and know the realities, you have no choice than to go according to their rules or whatever they'll be telling you, because you become vulnerable. More vulnerable by then. Because looking at the amount you have involved by then, there is no way that you are going to get it back, because once you purchase or once you make the payment, they will tell you or they will let you know that your money has gotten to the headquarters and the rest depend on you. So there is no way you are getting your money back. And so, like I was saying, you have leave your work. If you are working, you have now leave your work. People go in for loans. I have victims who ended up in selling their properties, lands, before they got money to buy their product or partake in this business. And so you have moved from where you were to the destination of these people. So you are not working. You are living in more like a boarding house. And so for you to eat, you must find something to eat, which is your sole responsibility. Sometimes they are like they are supporting, but that is not the case. So you have to find what you will eat day in, day out. and it's not a day job. Because for you, based on the amount involved, for you to get someone to convince to purchase that product in that high amount is not easy. And so day in day out, what you will eat is your task. Secondly, you have a task of convincing people if only you want to succeed in the business. If you want to take back, if you want to gain back, you have to refer people, bring people on board. You have to build your own team before you start earning, which is not easy. So at the end round, you end up taking instructions from these people, I mean, from these individual representatives on how to use, or, I mean, the strategy to use to get people on board, which is just the same as they used to get you on board, the fraud way. I don't know whether you guys are getting me or not. And so they will end up making you a fraudster. Meanwhile, you are not. But the case is you have become so vulnerable in the sense that you don't have any option than to go according to their rules or their directives, because you are eager, you are frustrated, you just want to have your way out. And so, like I was saying, they will make you look like a fraudster. So there are instances that people are blaming their friends, their family, their brothers for deceiving them. Meanwhile, in actual sense, that is not the case. I have been tempted to be a victim of these people twice. The first one, I was recommended by my brother in Kumasi, and he wasn't frauding me, right? Like I was saying, he wasn't frauding me. He explained it as he has been explained to. And I went there. When I got there, I mean, I almost got carried away based on how they explained, or I saw everything, right? But what saved me was the fact that when I came back, I was about to organize myself and go purchase the product and start, the process. But when I came back to Accra, I was like, no, let me take a break and do a quick research about this company. But something came up after I was done confirming the business is legit, which is, how am I going to succeed in the business? And this question saved me from becoming victims for these people. And so, in the course of finding answer, this is a business that before you succeed in it, I mean, you need the validation from other people, yeah, before you can move on, or before you can start earning, or before you can even gain a fit. And so I decided to build the team before I enter. And so I started calling, I mean, people that I was thinking that when it comes to, tackle, they will side, ways with me and enter the business. And so I started calling one or two that, there is a so and so business. This is the nature of it. So if you are willing, yeah, let's hook up, you know. But in the course of doing this, I heard some people saying, according to them, they've had, similar business that at the end of the day, was some way. And others were like, I want to join, but the money involved, the blah, blah, blah. And others were willing to do, but based on their, their conversations, it wasn't that promising. So at the end of the day, that was what, backed me out from this whole thing. Because I was like, in as much as I am willing to, partake in this business, what is the point when I am not getting people to join? Let me end my submissions in order not to take much of your time. But what I will tell you is that before you enter into any business, yeah, business is good. But before you enter into any business, please do a small background check. Read about it. Know the possibilities. Check whether the qualities that the company or the business will be needing is within your capacity, right? Because some of them demands time, patience. So do not get carried away by these deceptive words. But these people, I mean, people always approach people with business, I mean, plans in a deceptive manner for their selfish gains. But at the end of the day, that won't be the case. That is why always people enter into businesses, and at the end of the day, they lost everything. So, like I was saying, I will urge you to do your small background checks. Even if you don't know how to read, just get someone to assist you in a language that you think you understand best before you join.